The UK has been carrying out intelligence and surveillance missions over Gaza since December 2023, so 2 months after the attack on Israel by Hamas. And until very recently, these were RAF planes that were carrying out these missions, and they were gathering up intelligence. These were Shadow R1 aircraft, and they were passing that intelligence over to the Israelis to help them find and locate hostages. Now, in recent weeks, it's emerged that the Shadow aircraft flights haven't been carried out, and this is because we can reveal that the UK needed to send those aircraft back to Britain for maintenance and repairs, and they haven't got enough Shadow aircraft to carry on this operation, and so they are now paying a US firm. They're hiring contractors to carry out this intelligence and surveillance mission on behalf of Israel.
Oh, tell us more about the schoolboy error, as we're referring to it, this aircraft's flight path that was publicly available.
Yes, so in the past you haven't been able to actually see the RAF flights journey once they're over Gaza. You've only been able to see them reach the fringes of Gaza. Now, what's happened very recently, just late last month, is this US contractor, the pilot, clearly forgot to turn off the transponder, and that meant that then the flight path became publicly available to those watchers on the internet that are able to see where all these planes end up, and they were able to see this flight flying over Gaza, in particular Khan Yunis, staying there for more than an hour and then flying back to RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus. This obviously then led to a lot of speculation about who owned this aircraft and who had leased the aircraft, whether it was the British, whether it was the Israelis, or whether it was the Americans. And so then, as a result of this, I wanted to do some digging about who actually was paying for this mission, and then I managed to speak to a few sources yesterday who confirmed it was in fact the British military.
I mean, it seems remarkable. It seems astonishing. What have your sources been telling you, or how have they been reacting to the idea that Britain is funding surveillance of Gaza in this way, when I guess politically that could be quite difficult?
Well, my sources were just completely baffled by this, because they were saying, it's one thing having the RAF flights, taking part in these missions over Gaza, but given the sort of timing of all of this and what we're seeing on the ground in terms of Palestinians being starved and killed, why didn't the UK then take that opportunity to say, well, actually, we're no longer going to carry out these surveillance missions? And instead, the government has decided to hire a contractor to carry it out. And actually, I was just looking through some of our reader comments on this story, and they're also quite surprised that taxpayers' money would be used to hire a US firm to carry out this work.